What's up, cool people? How's everybody doing today? My name's Matt, aka that random Christian gamer. And today we've got our pretty much typical Tuesday live stream schedule. We'll be doing some Bible study to start things off, specifically covering a couple of chapters in 2 Samuel. And then I'll be moving on to Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, where I'm currently doing the Riku story playthrough. And I'd say I'm just a little shy of halfway done with that. So, I don't know. The hope is that I can make a fair bit of progress, though. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anywho. In case I didn't officially recognize anybody who has recently followed or anything like that, just know I appreciate the support. Otherwise, I think we might as well just hop right in. I'll go ahead and run early Twitch ad break stuff so that's not interrupting anything I'm trying to do. And then we'll hop into the Bible study. So, Twitch folks, I will see you on the flip side. YouTube people, you're right here with me, though. So, I might be making some minor adjustments here and there regarding how I frame the Bible verses, but especially with using a different site now compared to what I was even like a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, I wanted to make sure that it was big enough to be easily readable, though. Does involve a bit more scrolling on my part, and it makes the chapters look a bit longer than they really are, but oh well. It's better than using a site that's constantly trying to load things and thus ends up slowing things down because of that. And potentially causing frame issues and other things of that nature. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, not specifically important to the overall discussion. Alright, Twitch people should be back from ads. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I call myself that random Christian gamer because essentially I'm a random Christian guy playing random games, trying to connect with random people and help answer their random questions about God, faith, the Bible, or whatever else is on their minds. So, that's me and kind of just the general vibe. I will say the randomness of the games isn't exactly on full display as of late, because I wanted to work my way through basically the entire Kingdom Hearts series. And the Bible studies, I committed to going through the entire Bible, you know, Genesis through Revelation. So that's not exactly so random right now either. But maybe one day there will be some more randomness injected into all that. But, anywho, that's a little bit about me and what you can expect. Broader picture. Some other live streams, I tend to bring the randomness a little bit more. But Tuesday night's kind of my, like, YouTube video recording session, so to speak. I just happen to also live stream it. Alright. I think we're about ready to hop into some Bible study then. So let's get rolling here. Alright. So we're looking at 2 Samuel chapter 5. Now, the past few chapters of 2 Samuel have basically seen enemies of David, in a way, either slain or otherwise end up dying. And while You would think that's to David's advantage, and it kind of is. The way it all transpires, he has not necessarily been the biggest fan of, because it's usually people, you know, whether close to him or not, trying to take advantage of a situation and pretty much just outright killing other people when there's little other reason to do so. But anyway, what that has resulted in, though, is that David, at least for the moment, is the only presiding king over any portion of Israel. He was just king of Judah, and then there was a guy named Ishbosheth, who was one of the sons of the previous king, Saul. Ishbosheth was kind of king over most, if not all, the rest of Israel. Pretty much just because there was a disagreement, at least in some people's eyes, over who should really be king. But Ishbosheth is now dead. And that's kind of where we pick things up in 2 Samuel chapter 5 here. So, without further ado, let's hop into the Bible study here. All the tribes... hold up. I just realized I'm not using the same version that I normally do. I go back and forth some because of a collab channel that I also like co-host and co-lead. We tend towards NIV there, but for me personally, I've been reading through the New Living Translation here because I've already read through the NIV before, personally, in my own time. But anyway, okay. Now, we'll officially get into Bible study here. So here we go. 2 Samuel chapter 5. Then all the tribes of Israel went to David at Hebron and told him, "We are your own flesh and blood. In the past, when Saul was our king, you were the one who really led the forces of Israel. And the Lord told you, 'You will be the shepherd of my people Israel. You will be Israel's leader.' So there at Hebron, King David made a covenant before the Lord with all the elders of Israel, and they anointed him king of Israel." So, people basically saying that even when Saul was king, David was really like the primary leader, especially when it came to like military conquests and things of that sort. They had even praised his, military might and ability and his victories more than Saul's. It was even stated at one point in 1 Samuel. I forget which chapter exactly, but so now that Saul and his son Ishbosheth and basically any claim his family had to the throne is gone, now people are more fully willing to say, all right, look, this was kind of inevitable. Let's just make you the king, full stop. Note there in the past says, "for some time," is another way that could be translated, essentially. But still, for some time when Saul was our king, it's not exactly a significant difference in meaning for that sentence there. So let's see here, verse 4. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years in all. He had reigned over Judah from Hebron for 7 years and 6 months, and from Jerusalem he reigned over all Israel and Judah for 33 years. Okay, so that still leaves me a little bit confused, because previously I think it mentioned Ishbosheth only being king for like 2 years, but then it sounds like David was king over Judah for longer than Ishbosheth was king. Just period. I guess there could have been like a 5-year-ish gap in between Ishbosheth's death and David reigning from Jerusalem, because it mentions specifically from Jerusalem in here as the part that was 33 years. So, minor detail, but it could, paint a more accurate picture. The timing, the exact timing isn't quite clearly stated. But, in any case, David is now king over all of it, rather than just Judah. Alright, then we get to verse 6. David then led his men to Jerusalem to fight against the Jebusites, the original inhabitants of the land who were living there. The Jebusites taunted David, saying, "You'll never get in here. Even the blind and lame could keep you out." For the Jebusites thought they were safe. But David captured the fortress of Zion, which is now called the City of David. So yeah, Jerusalem wasn't even like an early Israelite conquest per se. Back when Joshua would have initially led the people into Israel and started taking over some of the land. Wasn't even all the way through the Judges or during Saul's reign. All that time passed between when, between when God's people left Egypt, entered the Promised Land, and then, actually had Jerusalem conquered. But we'll find out eventually, as most people tend to think of when thinking of Israel, that Jerusalem ends up basically being the capital. But anyway, so yeah, David's leading a fight against the Jebusites to take over this particular area. Also, you'll hear Zion referenced quite a bit throughout the Bible in all likelihood. Mentioned, that it's now called the City of David. That can be kind of symbolic sometimes also literal. But it's, that's the correlation there, essentially, is always with David, to some effect. Because he was the one that captured this fortress of Zion and laid claim to that initially for Israel. But anyway, on to verse 8. On the day of the attack, David said to his troops, "I hate those lame and blind Jebusites. Whoever attacks them should strike by going into the city through the water tunnel." That is the origin of the saying, "The blind and the lame may not enter the house." Okay. Meaning of this saying is uncertain. It's okay, but apparently it was some fairly common saying / figure of speech sort of thing back in those times. Or at least a little bit after those times, maybe. And, of course, David turning the mockery of the Jebusites sort of back on them in a way. Or at least giving him motivation to, end up, or further motivation, really, to end up conquering them. Could also read as, "Those lame and blind Jebusites hate me." Okay. But you would think there's a mutual dislike of some sort, at least. Then again, David being a rather gracious man, maybe it wasn't as hateful back in that way. I don't know. The whole thing about trying to flip the mockery on its head still stands. Note there about going through the water tunnel. It says, or with scaling hooks, meaning of the Hebrews uncertain. Okay. That's a totally different method, though. I mean, unless we're talking like aqueduct kind of situations. But otherwise, one would imply taking a low road, meaning the water tunnel, whereas, you know, going in with scaling hooks would imply scaling an outer wall, as would happen quite often with fortresses. But anyway, semantic kind of things that aren't real crucial to the big picture. It's just, you know, the notes are included there just to make people aware of other potential wordings. But really, the overall gist here still kind of stays the same. Alright. Moving on to verse 9. So David made the fortress his home, and he called it the City of David. He extended the city, starting at the supporting terraces and working inward. And David became more and more powerful, because the Lord, God of heaven's armies, was with him. Then King Hiram of Tyre sent messengers to David, along with cedar, timber, and carpenters and stonemasons, and they built David a palace. And David realized that the Lord had confirmed him as king over Israel, and had blessed his kingdom for the sake of his people Israel. Not for David's sake, though, for the sake of the people Israel, God's chosen people. David was not one to be full of himself and think that it was for him specifically. So basically, a lot of this just comes down to David takes over that fortress and makes it his home. And then because he's made it his home and he's king, then there's a palace that's built. And there's development of that area. Hebrew says the Millo instead of the supporting terraces, I guess. Meaning of the Hebrew's uncertain. Actually, can I, like, click that? No? Okay. Wasn't sure if that would, like, highlight that particular thing a bit more. Is it Miller or Milo? I can't even exactly tell whether that's... Nah. Pretty sure that's two L's. The way the text font is and the size of it. Couldn't quite tell if there was two I's or two L's there. But anyway. Okay. Palace is built. Then verse 13. After moving from Hebron to Jerusalem, David married more concubines and wives, and they had more sons and daughters. These are the names of David's sons who were born in Jerusalem: Shammua, Shobab, Nathan, Solomon, Ibhar, Elishua, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphalet. It had previously mentioned his sons that were born to him while he was in Hebron. Now I guess it's just mentioning other sons that were born to him. Solomon should ring a bell to anybody who knows much of anything about the Bible. But yeah. Again, polygamy was a common thing back then, not saying that that's condoned, though. Or preferred by God. But anyway. The Christian Gamer. Nice profile name there. Anyway. I appreciate you stopping by and saying you like the stream. Let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, or anything like that. Otherwise, I will keep going with my Bible study here. Okay, so now we're at verse 17. When the Philistines heard that David had been anointed king of Israel, they mobilized all their forces to capture him. But David was told they were coming, so he went into the stronghold. The Philistines arrived and spread out across the valley of Rephaim. So David asked the Lord, "Should I go out to fight the Philistines? Will you hand them over to me?" The Lord replied to David, "Yes, go ahead. I will certainly hand them over to you." Okay. The Philistines would have been fairly familiar with David, at least some of them would have been. David actually lived amongst the Philistines for a while after he had fled from Saul, because Saul wanted to kill him, and he just was trying to find somewhere else to live, and he figured, well, Philistines are constantly against Saul, so, like, unless there's an all-out war going on, which I would probably end up participating in anyway, this is where I would go to, basically be away from Saul pursuing me. So, perhaps with their knowledge of David and his military conquests before having to flee from Saul and other significant deeds of David's, maybe their thought was, ooh, maybe we should attack. Maybe we should try and get him out of there, remove a major leader of the people before David really has a significant chance to, like, make his kingdom strong. Or something along those lines. Maybe that's why they attacked. It's not exactly stated, but it does say that they sought to capture David. Anyway. Then we get to verse 20. So David went to Baal Perazim and defeated the Philistines there. "The Lord did it," David exclaimed. "He burst through my enemies like a raging flood." So he named that place Baal Perazim, which means the Lord who bursts through. The Philistines had abandoned their idols there, so David and his men confiscated them. And you would think destroyed them? So unsurprisingly, I mean, God said that, David would be victorious if he attacked the Philistines, if he fought against them. And so David follows up on that, attacks, and is victorious. Not too much else to say there. So, on to verse 22. But after a while, the Philistines returned and again spread out across the valley of Rephaim. And again David asked the Lord what to do. "Do not attack them straight on," the Lord replied. "Instead, circle around behind and attack them near the poplar trees. When you hear a sound like marching feet in the tops of the poplar trees, be on the alert. That will be the signal that the Lord is moving ahead of you to strike down the Philistine army." So David did what the Lord commanded, and he struck down the Philistines all the way from Gibeon to Gezer. So, I mean, there had been a significant amount of back and forth between Israel and the Philistines for decades, if not even longer. But, so we see though that David is, you know, having victory over them multiple times. And so first it's against this one, it's at this one place, Baal Perazim, but then the Philistines kind of end up coming back near there. David asks God whether or not to fight them again. God says, okay, but don't, like, just go straight on, circle around them, and wait for my signal. How exactly God is going to move ahead of David and his army, it's not made clear, but when God says that's what's going to happen, it's best to trust it. Footnote there says could have been aspen or balsam rather than poplar trees. Exact identification is uncertain. But one would assume it was well known. Or at least in some way God would have made it clear where that David should wait for the signal. Also, I guess this is kind of considered a note tied to Gibeon. That's as in the Greek version. Hebrew reads Giba. Different names for the same place, though. Although could slightly change the meaning of the name of the place, but on the whole, it's still ultimately the same. Normally, if the name of a place is, like, really, really significant to what's going on, it'll, like, pretty much spell it out afterwards that, hey, this name means this. So anyway, David finding some success against the Philistines as he is king. But, that's all we got for 2 Samuel chapter 5. We will then move along to chapter 6. After I get a little sip of water here. Also, actually, real quick, just wanting to check on something. Okay. There was some notification that I was seeing that I wasn't sure if it was real significant. It wasn't. Not particularly, anyway. Okay. I try sometimes to sit up better in this chair, but it wants to lean. So unless I went full on like this the whole time, which would be kind of awkward, I think. I don't know. It looks like I'm leaning up past, you know, where the camera is meant to really be focusing. But anyway, whatever. Train of thought. All over the place sometimes. Anywho, alright. On to the next chapter of Bible study. Alrighty. So now we are looking at 2 Samuel chapter 6. David is now fully and completely king over all of Israel. And he has basically moved at least his capital, his home, to Jerusalem after conquering it. Then there was some fighting with the Philistines and more victory for David. And All the while, he's kind of like expanding Jerusalem and probably the kingdom of Israel as a whole a little bit. Maybe even more than a little bit. It's not made real clear the amount of territory that is being claimed throughout these conflicts. But anyway, that's probably all we need to know for context here. So here we go, 2 Samuel chapter 6. Then David again gathered all the elite troops in Israel, 30,000 in all. He led them to Bela of Judah to bring back the Ark of God, which bears the name of the Lord of Heaven's armies, who is enthroned between the cherubim. They placed the Ark of God on a new cart and brought it from Abinadab's house, which was on a hill. Uzzah and Ahio, Abinadab's sons, were guiding the cart that carried the Ark of God. Ahio walked in front of the Ark. David and all the people of Israel were celebrating before the Lord, singing songs and playing all kinds of musical instruments, lyres, harps, tambourines, castanets, and cymbals. Alright. So, other than Jerusalem kind of being now established as the capital, it's not so much stated what the significance of this was. Maybe that was the significance of it. Because if you're going to have a place as the capital city, you should probably have the, main thing that you've had signifying God's presence and his work among your people in the capital city. Let me look at these footnotes here. Hebrew says Baali, I don't know, of Judah. Another name for Kiriath Jearim. Okay. That, I definitely remember hearing about Kiriath Jearim before. And I'm not going to say for sure off the top of my head, but it could very well have been in reference to the Ark of the Covenant. In fact, I think that might have been where they took it after regaining it from the Philistines back in one of the earlier chapters of 1 Samuel. I want to say somewhere around chapter 5 or 6 or something like that, maybe. Because Israel had lost it in a battle to the Philistines. Philistines took it, got cursed, basically because it was there amongst them, and God didn't like that. They returned it to Israel, and then Israel set it up, I think, at Kiriath Jearim, if I remember right. Anyway, note it. Lord of Heaven's army it says, or the Ark of God, where the name is proclaimed, the name of the Lord of Heaven's armies. Rather than saying it specifically bears the name of the Lord, it would just say that's where his name is proclaimed and known by the people. Anyway. More notes. Multiple notes in this section. So, by where it says, carried the Ark of God. As in Dead Sea Scrolls and some Greek manuscripts, Masoretic text reads, and they brought it from Abinadab's house, which was on a hill with the Ark of God. Okay, it being the cart carrying the Ark. But it was coming from Abinadab's house anyway. Maybe this rendering of it in this translation might have just been done to make it slightly less repetitive. Not sure, but anyway. Jake Fedora, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the lurk. One more note here about singing songs. Again, as in the Dead Sea Scrolls, in the Greek version, Masoretic text reads, "Before the Lord with all manner of cypress wood." But a lot of these instruments could at least partially be made out of wood. Maybe not so much the cymbals, but tambourines could have had, wood around the rim of, the drum part. Lyres could have had a wooden frame with the strings there, same with the harps. Castanets, in theory, could have been made out of wood and, sort of clacked together like you do with those. Cymbals, though, I don't know if those would have been made of wood. Or those were completely unrelated to the wood, because it mentioned in the previous chapter that there was a lot of wood that was brought in to build David's palace. Although that might be me reading too much into things. Anyway, point is, the Ark of the Covenant, aka the Ark of God, was being brought into the new capital city, and there was celebration. Anyway, on to verse 6. But when they arrived at the threshing floor of Nacon, the oxen stumbled, and Uzzah reached out his hand and steadied the Ark of God. Then the Lord's anger was aroused against Uzzah, and God struck him dead because of this. So Uzzah died right there beside the Ark of God. David was angry because the Lord's anger had burst out against Uzzah. He named that place Perez Uzzah, which means to burst out against Uzzah, as it is called today. Or at least would have been in the time this was written and first told. So Uzzah was one of Abinadab's sons. It doesn't say outright that he was a priest. First of all, I'm not sure anybody was supposed to be touching the Ark of the Covenant directly. And it definitely wasn't supposed to be touched by anyone who wasn't like a priest or Levite. But, this rule in some way had basically been broken by Uzzah here, so God's like, ooh, you did a bad thing. Boof. Maybe not exactly like that, but God struck him dead because of this. The note says, Masoretic text reads, because of his irreverence. Basically, like, how dare he touch the Ark of God, is what that comes down to. And if he was of a priestly lineage or Levite or anything like that, then he probably should have known what the rules were regarding who can and how to touch the Ark of God. And that was not it. Anyway, on to verse 9. David was now afraid of the Lord, and he asked, how can I ever bring the Ark of the Lord back into my care? So David decided not to move the Ark of the Lord into the city of David. Instead, he took it to the house of Obed-Edom of Gath. The Ark of the Lord remained there in Obed-Edom's house for 3 months, and the Lord blessed Obed-Edom and his entire household. Which is the exact opposite of what happened before when it was with the Philistines. Even though Gath was at one point a Philistine city, But now, because it is among God's people, at least partially because of that, the person whose house it resides in prospers during that time. So it's interesting to see how, like, the same thing happening in possibly even the same place, or at least the same area, just under different contexts and circumstances, can yield massively different results. Like, it's not necessarily safe to assume certain things are always and forever going to happen the same way just because it happened like that before. Contexts change, situations change, and that can change the overall result of things. But anyway, that's just me kind of trailing off of that, trying to get something maybe relevant to today, a little knowledge nugget out of that. Not that this is completely irrelevant, because, you know, worst case scenario, it's history. But, you know, sometimes there's portions of the Bible where we read it and it's like, okay, how does that have anything to do with me? Should I even bother with trying to read or significantly understand it? Pretty much anywhere in the Bible, the answer is yes, to some effect. It's just, you might need to, you know, think of it, frame it a little differently in order for something relevant to become clear. But anyway, okay, on to verse 12. Then King David was told, "The Lord has blessed Obed-Edom's household and everything he has done because of the ark of God." So David went there and brought the ark of God from the house of Obed-Edom to the city of David with a great celebration. After the men who were carrying the ark of the Lord had gone 6 steps, David sacrificed a bull and a fattened calf. And David danced before the Lord with all his might, wearing a priestly garment. So David and all the people of Israel brought up the ark of the Lord with shouts of joy and the blowing of ram's horns. Now, David wearing a priestly garment was no small thing. David himself wasn't, like, directly acting as a priest most of the time. But this happening, and, you know, unless there winds up being some judgment from God due to this, which so far has not happened. Otherwise, that would seem to indicate that David himself might have some priestly attributes. And so far, what we've seen of him, you know, he has been a good leader, not just from a military standpoint, but also, like, his attitude, his overall behavior, the way he's encouraged the people to behave. He has acted in a role far closer to that of, like, a Moses or somebody of that nature, especially when compared with, like, Saul, who was just like, I want to just fight all the time, and kind of disregarded some of the rules that should have been followed. So the Ark of God had stayed at that house because after what happened with Uzzah, David was kind of afraid what might happen if they continued carrying it and taking it to Jerusalem. Because if touching it could result in something like that, who knows what having it in a certain spot could result in long term. But it's at Obed-Edom's house. He prospers because it's there. It becomes clear that that's the case. And then David's probably like, okay, maybe just having it in Jerusalem isn't going to be an issue. So then they complete the transporting of it to Jerusalem. Hebrew says, instead of priestly garment, that he was wearing a linen ephod, which was the garments that priests wore. Or at least it was the type of garment that priests wore. And nobody else in Israel was really supposed to wear something like that, I would think. It was, meant to be something that would separate the priests visually from others, so you would know that that's what they are. But anyway, okay, so it finally gets back to Jerusalem, the Ark of God gets to Jerusalem. There's celebration. And then we move on to verse 16. But as the Ark of the Lord entered the city of David, Michal, the daughter of Saul, looked down from her window. When she saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, she was filled with contempt for him. They brought the Ark of the Lord and set it in its place inside the special tent David had prepared for it. And David sacrificed burnt offerings and peace offerings to the Lord. When he had finished his sacrifices, David blessed the people in the name of the Lord of Heaven's armies. Then he gave to every Israelite man and woman in the crowd a loaf of bread, a cake of dates, and a cake of raisins. Then all the people returned to their homes. Okay. So, David's one wife, to my recollection, his first wife, didn't like the idea of David dancing like that. She might have thought it was irreverent or not becoming of a king in some way. But David was just passionately celebrating what God was doing. But in any way, they brought the Ark of the Lord into a tent that David had prepared, it said. I would assume they made it to resemble the tabernacle. And then there was, there were sacrifices, probably to kind of commemorate the event. Maybe even dedicate the tent in some way. And then David's like, all right, food for everybody, because this is such a great occasion. Footnote there at a cake of dates says, or a portion of meat. Well, that's a bit of a different... Meaning of the Hebrew is uncertain. One of those things that I guess could be translated one way or the other. Hebrew is a very different language from English. Especially ancient Hebrew. But... still, long story short, food for everybody. Because we're celebrating. Then we get to verse 20. When David returned home to bless his own family, Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet him. She said in disgust, "How distinguished the king of Israel looked today, shamelessly exposing himself to the servant girls like any vulgar person might do." David retorted to Michal, "I was dancing before the Lord, who chose me above your father and all his family. He appointed me as the leader of Israel, people of the Lord, so I celebrate before the Lord. Yes, and I am willing to look even more foolish than this, even to be humiliated in my own eyes. But those servant girls you mentioned will indeed think I am distinguished. So Michal, the daughter of Saul, remained childless throughout her entire life. So, yeah, she basically thought that his dancing was undignified. Now, it doesn't say what kind of exposing himself she was talking about there. But the point is, again, that, at least to her, his actions seemed unfitting of a king. But David basically said that he wasn't doing it for himself or for the people, that he was doing it for the Lord. Because the Lord is the one who appointed him as leader, who has made all of this possible. So the Lord is the one that David was celebrating. And if it took absolute humiliation in order to, give praise and glory and honor to the Lord, David was willing to do it. And that kind of attitude, making it more about God than about himself or what the people thought, was a big reason why God appointed David as king in the first place. But because of Michal having this disagreement with David and perhaps not liking his attitude around such situations, she wound up not having any children. So sometimes it's not even just, God himself directly being insulted that results in any sort of punishments or curses upon us. It can come from disrespecting those whom he appoints as well. But anyway, ultimately we should be looking at everybody as if they are, signs of God, as if it was, to make reference to something from the New Testament, I forget exactly where. I want to say it's Matthew, somewhere in Matthew, maybe 25, where it's talking about the parable of the sheep and the goats, and Jesus says, whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me. That's the kind of mentality we should have when thinking about other people, what they do, and more so how we treat them and interact with them. So anyway, that is all I've got for 2 Samuel chapter 6. Alrighty. And that also does it for the Bible study portion of the stream as a whole. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead, set up stuff for playing Kingdom Hearts. And might as well run a Twitch ad break while that's going on. Might take a short break myself. And then I'll be back and into the gaming portion, which, in all honesty, is going to be a bit longer. But not that that's more important. I do the Bible study first because I want to make sure that I get it in, because I consider it important. Like, things could go totally bonkers and shut down while I'm doing the gaming portion. I would not mind that as much as things getting, interrupted for the Bible study. But anywho, now I'm rambling. Let me just go ahead and take care of all that transitioning of things. Alrighty. I am back from taking my own break here. And let me go ahead, bring this window up, fade out my own music, because it is not going to be needed while I'm playing Kingdom Hearts. And then let's get into the game here. By the way, I don't necessarily plan on doing these just in the order that they're listed here. After Chain of Memories, I'm going to go to Kingdom Hearts 2 because, in terms of original release order of the games, Kingdom Hearts 2 was the next one. But anyway, for now I continue with Chain of Memories. I turned up the volume a little bit from the game capture part of things, just because it seemed a little quiet in some videos that I was editing. I hope I haven't gone too far up this way. I mean, I only brought it up by like a couple of decibels. I need to move my mic stand a little bit further this way so that it's not blocking the corner of my screen. Okay. Take a few seconds to get comfortable with controls and such again. Okay. Yeah, I know. Oh, sorry, real quick. Taking a look at things over here. Alright. And so you all know I will also be recording portions of this, but it's kind of free-flowing other than like cutscenes and such. I might not interact with chat too much during cutscenes, but otherwise, yes, I'm fine with comments and trying to interact with chat, so don't let the fact that I'm recording hold you back. Anywho, here we go. Alright, so I have made it to the end of Halloween Town. I skipped a couple of rooms only because I didn't, need to go through them to get to the end. We might we're probably actually going to be hit with a story scene here pretty quick. Ready to get the webcam out of the view just in case. Alright, maybe after I go up these steps. Or not. I don't know, there doesn't have to be story on every floor. Hey, here we go.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously
We've
believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain
this scene
unconvinced
before,
he's truly
I
worth
think,
such coddling.
from Sora's
I think an experiment
story.
would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we go again. It's just an excuse, so you can carry out your little experiments, that's all.
I'm a scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Whatever. You can do what you want. But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet? He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway, since you came all this way, you're gonna need this. A humble gift to my elder. I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us.
And now we get a little bit more.
That card holds the memories of Sora and Riku's home.
It's just a card. What good is that?
With a little help from Naminé, you'll have all the real Riku's memories. Maybe we can get her to make you forget you're nothing but a fake. In other words, we'll remake your heart so you can be exactly the same as the real Riku, okay?
You want to remake my heart? The real Riku is a wimp who's afraid of the dark. What do I want with the heart of a loser?
Any objections, Vexen? After all, you do want to test Sora, don't you?
It must be done.
How can you? Are you betraying me?
I told you I would make good use of you, didn't I?
No.
Relax, kiddo. I don't think it's gonna hurt that much.
I'll hurt you. Ah!
Stupid little toy. Think you could defeat me? Where would you ever get a thought like that? But look on the bright side.
And Naminé is witness
Along
to
with
all
everything
this.
else in your head, Naminé will erase the memory of me knocking you flat. Instead, she will implant the loveliest little memories you could ever hope for. It's no big deal that they're all lies.
No. No!
Kind of makes me feel just a little bit sorry for the replica. Like, they're trying pretty hard to make it clear that, like, he's got his own personality, if it wasn't clear enough from Sora's side of the story. But now they're giving you even more information on all that, and like, not only on the Riku replica and what he was put through, but just like the overall mentality and operations of the organization. At least the people who were part of this whole situation. Alright. We have made it to Atlantica. Hello. Oh, and I probably have a whole different deck now.
Take this! Yeah! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Okay. So yes, card deck is definitely different. This looks a little shorter. This looks like a little bit shorter of a world than Halloween Town was.
Like it! Take this!
Card, Nicky card.
Your Majesty! Come on! Like it!
Sometimes I forget that doing that reloads your cards too.
Like it! Darkness!
What you doing up there? Okay. Not exactly much that I can do to them when they're like super high up.
Take this! Like it! Take this!
That one was quick and simple. I'm not necessarily gonna fight every battle in every room. I would like to not take terribly long getting through this world. Of course, some of that can depend a little bit on which rooms I create. Man, I have way too many of these Teeming Darkness cards. Alright, fine. What the... Okay. Why did that not register as a hit on the enemy?
Take this! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Hey, as long as my cards don't get broken too much, and or I don't get hit too much, should be able to stay in dark form pretty much infinitely. Level up, nice. I'm pretty sure I had that at 20 and HP at 200, and I was trying to do like 2 darkness boosts per HP boost. So maybe I'll go HP this time and then do darkness. I don't think it matters a ton whether I go up or to the right. I'm not real sure which would be quicker ultimately. Oh. Okay. I'm not necessarily going to avoid battles along the way. I'm just not intent on fighting every last one, you know?
Take this! Like it! Darkness!
Oh, geez, I haven't even looked at what Heartless cards I've got here. Okay, so we've got the boss ones, unsurprisingly. I'm not sure what the Dark Ball or that one end up doing. But, anyway. I'll have to look into that here in a sec. Yeah. Review deck. So the Dark Ball activates duels no matter the value. I don't know if I like the duels so much. Randomizes the values of cards you use. Aren't they already kind of sort of random, though? I don't know. Honestly, those don't seem particularly helpful. I still don't know... Unless... Okay, maybe I could assign one of these things to a shortcut. That one is handy, maybe. That's not what I want. How do I assign it to a shortcut? I don't even know. Meh. Oh well. No, that's not what I was trying to hit. That was. Okay.
Like it! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up! Take this! Darkness! Yeah.
Now, I know in general you would think that they don't so much want you, you know, leaning into darkness. Because, you know, generally this franchise as a whole wants the heroes to, you know, be on the light side of things. Riku's a bit of an exception to that, though. Plus, the way the game is designed really makes it seem like darkness makes you a whole lot more powerful as Riku. Now this is inverse burst. See how much longer that lasts? It's like 4 times as long, I think, compared to the basic Holy Burst. Alright, I need a 2 or higher. What else do I have the most of? Bottomless Darkness. Meh. But also, Bottomless Darkness isn't terrible, because it should literally just be like the basic shadow enemies. As long as I head toward the door, it shouldn't take me like forever to get through here.
Take this!
Make sure I get that.
Like it! Your Majesty!
Time's up.
Like it! Darkness!
Yeah, I'm like, that was totally overkill. I didn't get the hit off there, did I? Nope.
Take this! Like it! Your Majesty!
Just for a little healing.
Take this! Darkness!
And my cards get reloaded whenever I do Mickey's thing, so multiple benefits to using the Mickey card on its own instead of as part of, well, as part of Holy Burst in particular.
Take this!
Inverse Burst is pretty solid though.
Like it! Your Majesty! Come on! Darkness!
I do worry a little bit with the way Riku's deck seems to just reload with one less card every time. How that would fare against Marluxia. I know I've done this before, but anyway. Hello, Owl. I will go ahead and create the next room, and then get into... well, then I will respond to your point redemption there. In fact, you know what? Let me just make one of these rooms here, so I know it'll be nice and calm and nothing's really gonna happen. Okay. Gonna pause the recording for that, because no point in having all that interruption there. Alrighty. I was about to grab for my water bottle too. I mean, no harm in that either. Not that there was hydrate redemption in there. I just try to stay hydrated anyway. Okay, stretching time. Let me go ahead and move this, so there's more stuff visible. Alrighty. So how's everybody doing today? Get my legs up and moving a little. Maybe not so much stretching, but moving a little bit. I don't necessarily do a whole lot of exercise every day now, but I try to at least do a little bit of like leg stretching and moving those around from time to time. So I'm not sitting in my chair literally all day every day. Alrighty. And back to this scene. And unpause recording. Hold up. Might be a short pass through for me. Caught a glimpse of Atlantica and had to listen to the music. It's been a mostly good day. Tomorrow. Okay. Good that today was good. And hopefully tomorrow can at least, you know, be a reflection on some good memories. But I appreciate you stopping by anyway, Al. However long you end up being here. Okay. Friend of mine that I mod for his chat might stream tonight. Okay, gotcha. No problem. As I've said before, I make no assumptions on anyone's ability to view anything of mine. Which is why I appreciate it whenever people can stop in. Anywho, okay. Unpausing recording and resuming gameplay. Alrighty. Well, I've made a room with a save point. I might as well save. And I will... Yes, this is the one. It's... mic stand. Gotta move that around a little bit. Okay. So I definitely want to go right from here. This will be a good room to come back to if I end up being low on health at any point. I did Teeming Darkness already. I've not done a Feeble Darkness. Or I could do a Martial Waking. That wouldn't be bad. Especially since I have 2 cards that are of a 4 value here. If the game he plays... the game that was last time might not go through... I get the notification off the game. Oh. Dare I ask what the game in question is there, Owl? Not that it's any of my business. Now.
Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
Don't know the name, but it's... oh, city building game, yeah. I'm not necessarily real big into those types. Either. Okay, well that just completely undid what I was trying to do with using the Mickey cards there, but whatever. For me, most of the time, I don't know, it's just city builders and stuff like that. There usually just ends up being a point somewhere where I'm like, okay, I'm not sure how to progress here, or like, it seems oddly difficult to do what it wants me to do here. I don't really like this. It's just boring. It's only tolerable if there's good conversation. Heh. I wouldn't make any assumption that a lot of people find Power Wash Simulator particularly interesting. But I play that more so just to allow for conversation, so... I think since we pretty much all go into that knowing... Of course, Power Wash Sim also does have, like, a sort of oddly satisfying sort of vibe going for it. Okay. Right. Ursula. This is going to be a lot more about card breaks, probably, than just getting attacks off.
Like it.
Although attacking the tentacles is probably a good thing.
Ready for this?
No. I'm not getting ready for anything. Other than to attack you. Yar.
Insolent little fools!
Darkness!
Get ready for this! Get ready for this!
Didn't mean to still be locked onto that. Oh well.
Get ready for this! Get ready for this! Get ready for Your Majesty! Time's up! Slippery little words.
No thanks.
Insolent little fool!
Yeah, that's not gonna work real well. I'm a little concerned with how many times I've reloaded during this.
This won't be pretty!
Your Majesty!
Get ready for this!
Hopefully this is all I'm really gonna need. Oh, come on! I was so close. I'm really kind of worrying about the lack of cards here now.
Get ready for this! This won't
Seems like it's gonna continue giving me at least these 4 cards,
Get ready
though.
for Slippery words.
Oh, come on. There we go. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Everyone knows going into Power Wash. It's just something to watch while there is some serious chat interactions. Right? Yeah. Not exactly exhilarating gameplay or anything, Power Wash Sim, but people know what they're getting into. Alright, now I'm trying to get out of here. Looks like I could just go back to the, well, yeah, looks like I could just go back to the save room that I made, go up from there, and then up once more. But I might have a few battles along the way. Anyway, so you had a debate over, like, the main race in Skyrim.
Take this!
I'm still not at the point of knowing enough about Skyrim to comment much on things of that nature. But, ah, jeez. Okay.
Darkness!
There we go. Come on. There we go. Why does this seem like a totally different room than one that I created before? Also, daggum Jack in the Box messing up my controls for a sec there. Glad I wasn't real close to a battle right then.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Your Majesty! Time's up! Like it! Darkness!
So if I jump first and then attack, he seems to do more in the air. At least while he's in dark form. Jumping up here. Oh wait, no, that's right. I was gonna go back this way. I mean, it was still helpful to jump up there, though. Might as well save again, even though I'm not gonna do too much in between here and when the next save point would be. Four or higher again. Sleeping Darkness has 6. Did a Bottomless Darkness already. Okay. Sleeping Darkness it is. And I could just walk into the enemies. Since, you know, they're sleeping and whatnot. And if I walk into the enemies while they're sleeping, they will still be sleeping when I start the battle. Or jump into them, if I make contact with them.
Like it! Take this! Like it!
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised that got broken. Exactly! What's up? How are you? So I'm like about halfway through Riku's story here in this game, I would think. Because I started off on the 13th basement floor, now I'm up to the 6th. So a little past the halfway point, I guess. Story time? Story scene time, more accurately. Maybe not yet. Perhaps only after I go up these steps. Yep.
Why so glum, Namine? Is there something that's been troubling you? Are you feeling awful about tinkering with Sora's memory? Or maybe you...
Cut it out, Larkseen. Namine? She doesn't want to remember Sora.
Is that so?
Don't worry. Whatever's hurting you, I'll make it go away. I swear it on this. The good luck charm you gave me. See ya.
That's just amazing. It's almost like you completely made his heart from scratch. Nice touch with the good luck charm. I didn't know you could use memories to transform objects like cards into keepsakes. You used the same trick on Sora, right? You changed Kyrie's good luck charm with your magic, didn't you? It won't be long before Sora forgets about Kyrie completely, and then he'll be all yours to...
He won't forget.
Huh?
No matter how much I change his memory, Sora will never forget Kyrie. Memories of me, more false memories of me, will just make his feelings for Kyrie even stronger than before. Because I'm the shadow of Kyrie.
What's your problem with that? That should be your incentive not to screw anything up. Just do a good job rewriting Sora's heart, then you can actually be somebody, and no longer just Kyrie's shadow. You'll be real in Sora's heart.
I also find it, I don't know, perhaps a little bit unnecessary, but I guess helpful for those who, like, I don't know. Yeah, still on the whole, I think I find it a little unnecessary how much they, like, spell things out in these scenes when you're playing as Riku. And pretty much, quote-unquote, spoil the stuff that they already pretty much told you later on in Sora's storyline. And I kind of don't understand why they feel the need to retread that stuff, other than, you know, it kind of, as I sort of said before, it speaks to how they treat Naminé and the Riku replica and basically any of the characters under their control. Should Riku really have any memories of Olympus Coliseum? I didn't... Yeah, the deck has changed again.
Like it! Your Majesty! Ah! Time's up!
Knocking these down won't really do anything for me. It's the only... well, at least not at the moment. I might have gotten something other than health from them when I played as Sora, but as Riku, all any of those things give you is health. Doggone it.
Your Majesty! Ah! Time's up! Darkness!
Yeah, but he isn't following his memories. He's traversing Sora's to get to him or something. Hang on a sec. You see, they never really say that he's trying to get... that he's traversing Sora's memories in here, though. Because even, like, in Hollow Bastion, that was definitely his memory. Because it showed his bedroom, and they even talked about that. But anyway,
Take this!
no problem there, Zach. Like,
Darkness!
I've been around kids enough to know that they generally take priority over other things going on. I'm doing pretty well. I just making my way through this game, still doing streams as normal, trying to just slowly but surely tweak some things in hopes of making them a little bit better as I go along. The new channel the new Discord channel, yeah. I was like, wait, new channel? Oh, right. Alrighty, what kind of room should I make here? I haven't done a Looming Darkness in this recording yet. I guess I could do that. Or a roulette room. We got more roulette rooms. Guess I'll go for that. Okay, so I'll probably go up again and then like all the way left. Or I could just go left all the way and then up, and I'll see if I can go straight from there to here, or if I have to go like to that one and then this one. Anyway. Plus if I go left right here, I might not have to fight quite as many enemies in this room. I'm trying to progress through this a little bit quicker.
Take this. Like it.
Quite a few zeros back to back in this deck. But come on. Ooh. There's an item card in this one? Interesting. Nikki, I could use a little healing. Thank you. I really don't care. No, thank you. Do not want to get shot by an arrow from a random statue. Okay. That was a short, sweet, and simple battle. 2 or higher. Okay. What have I not done yet? You know what? Let's take a chance and see what it gives me here. Survey says meeting ground. Okay, that's not bad.
Like it.
Okay, so I'm trying to continue going left. I'm like, I want to jump on these things. Why are you not letting me jump on things?
Like it.
Now I'm clearing some of these battles so quickly I don't even have much of a chance to use a Mickey card and end up healing. Not that I need it that badly, though.
Like it. Take this.
See, now when I'm combining it with other things, he doesn't do the healing.
Like it.
So, yeah.
Take this.
Okay, now we can get some damage in here. Maybe I should be combining the ones with some of the higher point cards rather than saving them all for the end. Health, please? Of course not. Alright, well, whatever. Next room. Feeble darkness. Then I won't have to worry about them breaking my cards as much. Still gonna go left, okay. Health, please. Yes, thank you. Okay, that was weird.
Take this! Yeah, like it! Take this! Like it! Darkness! Darkness!
Here we go. Major healing. Thank you. I needed that. Okay, I might need to go, like, vertically upward. I'll go left. I'm trying to get around the back of the big dude so I can actually hit him and deal some damage.
Like it!
Because I cannot damage him from the front.
Darkness! Your Majesty!
It's quite possibly one of the most annoying enemies in this game. Purely because, like, you can't do anything about it from the front. And it has a major habit of wanting to go around you, or wanting to, like, keep its front facing you, I guess.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
No, that didn't do anything. Well, shoot. All I've got are ones and zeros. Okay. 4 or higher. Any of these that I have not done yet in this recording that have a value of 4. Not done a lasting days. Feral spiders, yay.
Like it!
My favorite.
Take this! Like it!
I thought maybe there would be more than that, but I guess not. Okay. And now I want to go up. Which actually I don't need to do a whole lot of fighting to get to.
Like it!
Okay, good. He's gone. What in the... What hurt me there? I don't know. Probably something I just didn't see it.
Like it!
Okay, gonna go up here. Yeah, that's just to make a platform up to there. Eh. Alright, need a 5 or higher. I did Feeble Darkness already. Could go the opposite of that and do Almighty Darkness. I guess just because I haven't done one in a while. Trying to keep things varied. Oh jeez, do I need to go like all the way up? All these different levels? I think I do. Hold up. Darn it. I was hoping I could get a hit in there. I could not.
Like it. Take this.
How did I get hurt there? I'm kind of confused.
Darkness. Your Majesty. Time's up.
Apparently the enemies can also be confused when they get hit by that. Or at least that's what I would figure the little question marks over their heads mean. No. I will get a preemptive strike on you this time.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this. Like it.
That seemed like a pretty good way to go through the cards there. Alright, one more battle outside this door before I end up fighting probably Hades.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this. Your Majesty.
Oh, using both of them and then the potion thing is probably a bit redundant.
Like it.
Oh well.
Take this. Darkness.
Just like this is overkill. And a bit of a waste of time. Heck, I don't need help from those anymore. Let me, real quick, review my deck so I can see what all enemy cards I've got going here. Reverses the values of cards 1 through 9. Ah, okay. So by the time I get to that one point in the deck where it's mostly 1s and 0s, although still wouldn't affect the 0s. So maybe not quite as effective as I was hoping for, but still, I could run myself down to like pretty much all 1s and 0s and then use this, swap the 1s to 9s, and perhaps be in a better situation. Okay, anywho. Ooh, 30 in red. Here we go. Time to get rid of some of the cards I don't like. Such as... let's see here. I've got an extra 6 of that. An extra 6 of that. It's not just the extras I'm trying to get rid of, but I figure I might as well start with those. Okay, just another 6 of something, and then good to go. I guess I will do it with this one. Alrighty. Hades time, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Fortunately, I know his attacks well enough to generally be able to avoid them.
Take that.
Well,
Like it!
Feel the heat.
maybe not all that well.
Take
Sometimes.
that. Take that. Take
Like it!
Take that. Feel the
Log on
heat.
zeros.
Darkness!
Take that. That's it. Take that.
Good thing Dark Faraga doesn't actually have a fire element to it.
Take that. That's it.
Oh, come on.
That's it.
There.
Take that. Take that.
Ooh, hello.
Vanish!
I like that. Oh, shoot, no. Did not want to do a duel there. Thanks, Mickey.
Take that. That's it.
Oh, come on.
This
Oh, well.
isn't happening.
Good enough. That was, man. If you know how to work the deck well enough, most of these battles aren't too tough as Riku. Pretty sure I was gonna do another darkness boost next. The next level will be an HP boost. Alright. From here, I just gotta work my way out of the world. Might do a little extra battling, but, that'll all be in between bits of recording here. Stream continues, though. Alright, so I could intentionally now go through all of these rooms and even do the battles that I kind of like skipped over in these other rooms if I really feel like, you know, level grinding a bit. Wouldn't exactly consider it
Like it!
particularly important, though.
Darkness!
Okay, then. See, now that I know I've got this, I'm a lot more inclined toward saving the ones to then turn them into 9s. Unfortunately, that will not last outside of this world. Ah, great. More barrel spiders.
Take this! Like it!
No, I do not like doing the duels.
Take this!
Worst case scenario with the barrel spiders, they just like charge at you and hit you once and explode and they're gone.
Like it!
Okay.
Like it! Like it! Darkness!
Oh, well, okay, that didn't wind up being particularly useful. Yeah, I'm not exactly itching to fight, like, all the possible battles that I could in all of the rooms. But I definitely don't mind doing some battles here and there, especially
Like it!
of this kind.
Take this! Like it! Yeah!
Because the shadows in these rooms are pretty much only ever going to use
Your Majesty! Come on!
cards with a 1.
Take this! Yeah!
Cards with a value of 1.
Like it! Yeah! Take this! Like it! Like it! Yeah! Take
Also, I'm
this!
realizing now, I think I said maybe I wanted to go through all the rooms, but now that I'm looking at timing of things, namely Twitch ad break, right, that doesn't do the same thing when he's just regular Riku. I was like, ooh, Dark Aura attack, but wait, no. That only happens in Dark mode. Alright, you know what? I don't want to have an ad break roll just to then have real awkward timing with the next bit of recording. And I'm not having too difficult a time with the battles, so I figure I might as well just come on up here and save it. Be prepared for whatever might be next. Maybe go back to a little bit more fighting, because I'll have another minute and a half with the ad break.
Take this! Like it! Yeah! Take this! Like it! Your Majesty! Come on! Take this! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Completely unnecessary. But oh well. Don't really have a ton of control over that.
Take this! Like it! Yeah! Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Yeah!
Alright, fine. Do this then.
Take this! Darkness!
And then that happens. Okay. Now that I know the ad break is fully and completely rolling, I can go back up here, save once more, and prepare for the next bit of recording. Alrighty. Didn't get the ad break again. Weird. Oh well. For those who might have, it should be done now. Alrighty. Back to recording. Alright. Made my way to the end of Olympus. I didn't wind up doing all the rooms, just because of timing and convenience related things. And because I'm not having too difficult a time lately. Although, if I end up fighting another Organization 13 member or the Riku replica again or anything like that, who knows? Okay. So probably not going to have a fight on this floor against any of them.
Vexen is no more.
Yes, his scent is gone. Axel struck him down, something I find deplorable. Agents of the organization striking each other down.
Our problem is Sora. Vexen proved to be no match for him. Yet he's still under Naminé's control.
But we cannot eliminate Sora, can we?
Correct. For our superior, he is in dire need of the Hero of Light. When light loses sight of its path, we may find use for the dark. What we must do is obtain the darkness.
Riku, of course.
I'm not gonna have a fight here, am I?
Just one card left. If I get through this, will I be free of the darkness?
That was kind of an incomplete sentence, I'm pretty sure. But I'm a bit prone to those myself sometimes. Especially if I'm, like, making a point in a conversation. Especially one that tends to have, like, two particular sides of it, or major aspects to whatever it is I'm talking about. And then, like, I'll go on about one point, and then just kind of trail off in the end and be like, but, you know. I just kind of end up leaving it at that sometimes. Okay, looks like I should go up and then left all the way. Probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Take this! Like it!
Oh, wow, and I have way fewer cards in this version of the deck. Why? It seems so unhelpful.
Take this! Darkness! Yeah.
I don't like that there are so few cards in the deck. Yeah, it's literally just like 9 attack cards. And none of them are particularly high values. Deflects frontal physical attacks and completely nullifies damage. Whew. That is handy to have in a number of situations. And then, of course, I got all these enemy cards, which, what does Hades do? Boost the power of attack cards when low on HP. Okay, that's not surprising, I guess. Yeah, this is a really odd deck to try and give me now. It's almost like they're trying to make things more difficult on me just by nature of the deck that I'm stuck with.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Like it! Darkness! Yeah.
Hello. Need a tiebreaker and something I'm doing in Sims. If I tell you my problem, could you break the tie by saying which you think is best? I guess, as long as you don't mind me having that choice
Take this!
or whatever. Oh, I gotta destroy this thing first. Forgot that was how that worked. Okay. Well, I'm probably not going to want to do a whole lot of fighting with a deck like this if I don't have to. Ooh, Black Room. I didn't do any of those in the previous recording. I just realized. Alright, so then left all the way, it looks like. 2 or higher. And me being me, I would prefer to use a 2 exactly. Could do a roulette room. Bottomless darkness. At the moment, I think I'll go roulette room. Oh, I can't just go all the way left. Well, that's inconvenient. Okay. I doubt they would just completely corner me, so I think I'm gonna go down and then left, and then that'll probably let me up here. Darn it.
Like it! Take this!
Well, at least they're only shadows this time.
Like it!
Oh, darn it.
Take this!
Don't really care. Strong initiative isn't bad. Alright, I gotta find where the plant thing is that's causing the roots that make it so I can't get through the doors.
Like it!
Okay. Setup is that my sim is a middle-aged woman. Single. Who was a housewife, but now single. Never decided if the husband died or was divorced. He was never created. Oh, come on!
Like it. Take this.
Fat bodies are absolutely terrible in this game.
Darkness. Yeah.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
The just complete lack of cards.
Your Majesty.
It's messing me up so bad here.
Yeah.
Okay. HP boost. Is that the one? No, there's... I gotta go up even higher.
Like it. Take this. Yeah. Like it. Darkness. Your Majesty. Ah, time's up. Your Majesty. Ah, time's up.
Alright, I am slowly getting through your comments there, Owl. Just trying not to, like, slow down what I'm doing in the game too much at the same time.
Take this. Like it. Take this. Darkness.
Well, darn it. I was actually kind of hoping for some healing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, room itself could either be an office for the mother or a library.
Take this.
Why did you target the shadow there?
Like it.
Oh well. Could suffice.
Like it. Yeah. Take this. Like it.
Okay, so
Take this.
my thoughts, Owl, I guess, given the context that we're dealing with a mansion here,
Your Majesty. Come on.
I guess I would maybe lean more towards library just because, you know, it's a mansion, it can have those kinds of things. I don't know. Okay, right. I'm trying to go down. I also would not mind finding some things that would give me some health. Like that. Thank you. Nice target priorities there, Riku.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it!
Okay.
Your Majesty! Time's up!
Yeah, if we were talking just like a regular household kind of situation, I wouldn't be so inclined to say library because that seems less practical. I need some health. Please. Okay, there's some health. Alright. Man, right after I was feeling all confident about, you know, the battle's not being too bad and not feeling like I need to level grind much or anything like that, then it hits me with this junk. Where I have literally only 9 attack cards in the deck.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Really?
Darkness!
Oh my gosh, this is not the time to be missing your targets, Riku. Okay, well, at least I can get some health here. Come on. There we go. Oh, geez, lots of health. Okay, yeah, so gotta go left here, and then I'll go up, and hopefully then back to the left. This may quite possibly be the worst deck in the game. Even the starting deck is better than this. Well, at least now with a Martial Waking, the point values of the cards are a bit higher. So I don't necessarily need to stack them as much, which means I don't necessarily lose them as often. And yet my cards still get broken a bit.
Take this! Like it! Darkness!
Okay. main target was the flower, so it wouldn't just, you know, hit me.
Like it. Take this.
Like, getting hit in battle occasionally is to be expected. Getting hit by the environment, not preferred. Jeez.
Take this. Like it.
Okay, big dude's gone.
Take this.
Actually, you know what? No.
Like it.
I should potentially try and wait until I get into dark mode to do... Well, unless I do this Mickey stuff. Never mind. That sent me into dark mode. Okay. Doing decent on health. 5 or higher. Sleeping darkness, maybe? Let's go. Let's go to the black room this time. I didn't actually do any battles in the previous black room I made. So yes, I can go left and then hopefully... Yeah, well, that's the only room that would be able to send me to the boss battle. So, yeah. Okay. Actually...
Like it. Take this. Like it.
Okay, well that battle wasn't bad. See what I mean with Sora's memories? Riku was never in Wonderland. I mean, as far as we know, he wasn't. But I'm just saying, there's nothing stated within the game or any of the lore, to my knowledge, that says that Riku is traveling through Sora's memories here. Right, I was gonna go Sleeping Darkness with this one. I mean, with how much of the previous game was focused on Sora, there's probably a lot that Riku did in the meantime that just wasn't fully mentioned. Nor was there really a need to. Come on. Alright. Big dude be gone.
Like it. Darkness. Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to press Y the one time. Anyway. Okay. Attack boost. And then I think I'll be going for a couple of darkness boosts next. Let's Some health, nice. One more battle in this room, maybe. I hadn't even gotten the full combo off from when they were initially dazed. Jeez. Like, okay, if this deck was 9 cards that were all high values, that I could maybe understand a bit more, but good grief. I mean, deflecting frontal attack could be nice. I'd almost be more concerned with dealing a bunch of attack, although I might want to save the attack damage when I'm, you know, in dark mode. I don't know. A blue that's 5 or lower. Well, that's a 5. So there you go. Right. Oh, jeez, that was a door there. Yeah, I guess so. Nope, wait, didn't need to stack things there. Do I have to hit him a certain number? Do I have to hit him a certain number of times before he gets dazed like he was, or what? Ugh. This is so horribly inconvenient, having so few cards in this deck. I was trying to jump there. There we go. Why did it... I'm like, why did it not hit the thing? That just gives me the table back. That doesn't actually directly lead to me dealing any more damage to him. Alright, some health would be nice. Let me go ahead and activate Oogie here. Seriously though, this lack of cards is absolutely ridiculous. Ugh. There's nothing I can do about most of these attacks. Nope. God. smooth right here. But I figured the odds of stuff getting broken, if I just used the Mickey card on its own, was pretty high. See, now this one, on the other hand, being an 8. Oh, come on! But it gets broken anyway. Ugh. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was me just not being sure of which attack is coming at me. Okay. So, not gonna stack against this enemy. Just flat out. Not gonna do it at all. I will wait out attacks from, you know, higher value cards if I must. Okay, really, dude? I pressed jump there.
Your Majesty! Come on!
Nope.
Darkness!
Okay. I was like, wait, why didn't he hit with that? Now I know. Come on. What you got? Nope.
Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
Nope. Alright, you know what? Since I'm so close, like, maybe... Maybe stacking some cards near the end wouldn't be such a bad idea. There we go, okay. Frames are dropping. Why are frames dropping? Like, a lot. Okay. Well, I am going to try to make my way out of Wonderland as quickly as possible. Because, I hate this deck. Just straight up. There is nothing fun about this deck. 7 or higher. I don't know. Could do a bottomless darkness, I guess. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad. Right, and then I'm gonna have to go that way.
Like it! Yeah! Ha! Take this! Like Your Majesty!
I didn't need to do that right then, because Nikki gives me a reload, but whatever.
Take this! Yeah! Like it! Yeah! Take this! Like it! Darkness!
There's the door. I'm like, where's the door I'm trying to get to?
Like it! Yeah! Take this! Like it! Like it! Like it! Yeah! Take this!
Okay. The other reason these battles aren't too bad is because they're against shadows, which, like, only use ones.
Take this!
But of course, even with that, I still get the occasional card broken, because some of these cards are ones.
Like it! Darkness!
Okay. 8 or higher, jeez. Been a while since I've needed something with that high of a value. Okay. We'll do a meeting ground. I don't think I've actually intentionally done a meeting ground room.
Your Majesty! Come on! Like it! Yeah! Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Like it! Your Majesty! Come on!
At least I'm getting a lot of Mickey cards in this room.
Take this! Your Majesty!
Alright. I don't want to risk them summoning any more allies. Because, yeah. That would only make me have to deal with this deck even longer. Also, apparently I made a good choice for Owl's Sims house room. Glad it worked out. Alright. So I'll just go right and then up and I'll be out of here. Okay, at least I hit the enemy that was there too.
Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Like it! Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
So that does not last anywhere near long enough. In the regular version of that attack. No, I want to target the shadow there. So it doesn't wind up getting any sort of advantage against me.
Take this!
Actually, more like so I don't lose the possible advantage against it. But anyway, could do a feeble darkness. Right, you know what? I have not done a stagnant space in quite a while, at least. This is the kind of room where the enemies move at like half their normal speed. Doesn't mean I want to get real close to them though.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Why did that only get 3 hits in?
Your Majesty!
Alright.
Time's up!
Really? Of course that got broken.
Your Majesty!
Ah. The lack of cards is literally about to get me killed. Alright, well, I'm just gonna ignore you and go to the room where I can heal and then be rid of this deck. I need to decide what to do with upstairs nook where the chessboard used to be. Okay. Yes, this one. Alright. Oh, I really hope it doesn't get me into like a major battle with this deck. That would absolutely stink. It's gonna do it, isn't it? How fun.
That scent. You're another one of those nobodies.
You've done well thus far. But to possess your powers and yet fear the darkness. What a waste.
I do not fear it.
I sense that you do. You're also capable of controlling the darkness. Cast
Oh, shoot.
away your useless fear. Open your heart. Embrace the darkness.
And if I say no,
Then you lose both light and darkness. And disappear. I, Lexius, will not yield to the frail heart of an infantile coward. Now, stop resisting. And let the darkness in.
That's his reason for fighting Riku here? Oh good, the deck is different.
take this.
I'll show
Like it.
Did he just heal there?
you. Give up!
Pretty sure he just healed there. Great.
Can't run!
Take this.
Power has no limit!
And he also seems to be immune to stunning.
Just give up! Nothing! I'll crush you!
Come on.
Not bad.
This one's mine.
That wasn't too bad.
You can't
Ah, but he... Does he guard against, like, literally everything, then? Whoa, jeez. Okay.
Your Majesty. Come on.
Okay, but now he's not guarding like that anymore.
Like it.
Duly noted.
return to the earth!
Nope. Oh, jeez. Oh. Alright.
Can't run! Return to the earth!
This might not turn out too terribly. Now that that first set of stuff is done.
Just give up! Can't run!
Nice. Okay. Phew. I got a little worried with how that was going at first. And another scene? Maybe, maybe not. Level up is good. Wait, is that really going to be it for Lexius? Oh, dang. Did I seriously level up twice? Or is one story related or something? I don't know.
You're finished.
Don't mock me! You were too much trouble.
So just like that.
Too slow. You are the superiors. Forgive me, Zexion. This was a fight I should not have started. I see you now,
clearly.
And here we are
Lexius?
floating around again.
Riku, I can see your heart.
No, it's not. Darkness this foul could only be...
That's it. Remember me. Let me drift into your heart.
Ansem!
You called out my name. You have been thinking about me. You're afraid of the darkness I command. Good. The more you think of me, the closer my return draws. And when I have awoken, I will take hold. Your heart will be mine!
Riku, fight! Don't let him win!
Your Majesty!
You meddlesome king!
Yeah, I don't think the phrase meddlesome king has been uttered in like any other
protected me.
context ever in history.
Your Majesty? Where are you? Please answer! You're with me, aren't you?
Okay. Will there be another scene after I climb this set of steps? Yes.
Lexius is gone as well.
Vexen, Larxene, Lexius. I wonder who will be next in line.
I thought perhaps it might be you.
Me? No way. I already took my pounding from Sora. He thinks I'm done for good. Nope. I think it'll be Marluxia next. For defying the organization and targeting Sora. I hope he moves exactly as his heart commands him to. So, what about you? I thought you guys had plans for Riku.
Yes, we were going to set him off against the traitors. But with Marluxia gone, there is no more need. He is nothing but a nuisance now.
And he's dangerous as well. After all, he took down Lexius.
You know, that is not how I do things. Tell me, did you obtain the data on Riku's home?
I mean, okay, yeah. Meddlesome king might have been said in other times.
What?
It's just
One
seems
of
like
the
such an
senses
odd
died.
phrase.
A really strong one. Huh?
The keeper of this castle, Marluxia, has just been felled by the Keyblade Master.
Keyblade. You mean Sora? Sora is here?
Yes. Want to see him? But can you face him?
What's that mean?
The world of darkness and Ansem Shadow still nest within your heart. Do you plan to face Sora like that? Are you not ashamed? Sora's fate is to battle the darkness. He must oppose anyone who hosts the dark. In other words, it's you. If you don't believe the words I say, then you had best see the truth with your own eyes.
This card. This is our...
Yes. It is your home.
Destiny Island. I don't think anything's gonna happen like right as I enter, so might as well at least go in, I guess. See what kind of map situation I might be dealing with. Okay, well, there's a scene of sorts, just probably not a battle right away. Never thought I'd miss the island wind so much. Huh. There was a time I couldn't wait to get off this rock. And now I'm acting all relieved. Is that... Hey! What's with you guys? I don't think I've ever seen the three of you so quiet. What? Is there something on my face? Guys? And they fade away. Okay. Here we are, Destiny Islands. Okay, so I will attempt to work my way to just before that room, in between recordings. And still during this live stream, though. There is an ad break coming up on Twitch, but shouldn't be any story scenes then, at least. Again, okay, at least this deck has some cards that are better. Given the timing of things, I might just intentionally fight pretty much as possible for the rest of the stream. Oh, right. The hydrate redeem. I was specifically waiting until my webcam was in the scene before I did it, so there would be proof. But now there's an ad break, so maybe I should wait until the ad break is done. No ads? Okay, well then... I'll do it after this battle, since I know I'll have at least one witness.
Take this. Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this. Darkness.
Okay. Here we go. Hydration time. you go. Alright. Redemption officially successful.
Like it! Yeah, ha, take this! Like it! Darkness! Yeah! Yeah!
So yeah, I think the rest of the stream is just going to be fighting. Just regular battles. Until I get to just before the next major story room thing. Or I don't know, this one might just be a battle. There might be some story stuff there too. Not as sure how that's gonna go down. Given that, you know, we're dealing with Destiny Islands here. Okay. Yeah. We're saying about Charles I. He meddled in the House of Parliament, religious conflicts, even a civil war at some point. Yeah. I wouldn't expect anybody to remember all of that much history. Let's go with a roulette room, I guess. But yeah, I was being a bit facetious when I said that I bet that phrase hasn't been said before in any other context. It's more so just pointing out the fact that it's sort of a weird phrase. Because, like, meddlesome is definitely never meant as a compliment. So it's odd to also, like, you know, tie that to a very official, even regal title.
Like it! Take this! Darkness! Yeah!
Oh, geez, that came at me quicker than I expected.
Like it! Take this!
Well, at least this deck seems to have enough cards in it that stacking like this isn't such a major issue as it was with some of the others. Why did you target the shadows? Shadows are the least threatening enemies here. Oh, jeez. I usually hesitate to do the duels, but anyway. Wonder if it was you meddlesome mouse. Wonder if it was written as you meddlesome mouse. But because other than Donald's name being Donald Duck, outside of Atlantica and Pride Lands, they don't really acknowledge animals in Kingdom Hearts universe. I hadn't thought about it that way. It's just, I think it's more of a, just because of Disney insisting on, you know, respecting Mickey's role within this game. Anytime that they refer to him, they, like, have to call him King or Your Majesty or something to that effect. Pretty much.
Take this!
But that doesn't mean, you know, the enemies or villains or whatever
Take this.
have to like what he's doing. I don't know. I think they kind of do with Remy and Little Chef because being a rat is part of his story. Probably slapped King on because Mickey is king of the universe. Yeah. Now, do I really want to fight every possible battle in this room? I suppose it's not out of the question. Not like I have any other pressing matters this evening. Come on. Did I seriously go through all the battles on this level? Fine. Then I'll go up to the next one. And... explode. Haha. Fine. Be that way.
Darkness! Yeah! Yeah! Like it!
No, not that.
Take this! Like it!
Yeah, level up. And I think on it aren't the only other mentions of kings and queens outside of Mickey and Minnie being King Triton, Simba, also acknowledged that Elsa is Queen of Arendelle. Yeah, I mean... pretty sure those are the only other characters that would fit the title of king or queen. I mean, there's also the Emperor in Mulan, or in Land of Dragons as it is in the Kingdom Hearts universe.
Like it! Take this! Darkness! Yeah! Yeah!
And Scar when he killed Mufasa and lied that Simba died. I mean, definitely within the context of the movie, he was king then.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Darkness! Yeah!
Definitely glad to be rid of that old annoying deck that I had
Come on!
before. It was such a bad deck. Oh, come on. Darn it. Oh well.
Take this! Like it! Darkness! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah, I don't know. Still think the phrase meddlesome king is... it just sounds odd. Like... it would have... I don't know. I just think it would have felt better if they instead just found a way to not have him use the title of king in there. Like, not even be like, you meddlesome whatever. Just maybe have it be a little more generic, like, you know, curse your insistent meddling. Or something like that. Okay, so then I'll be going over here and then up, and then hopefully that'll be, hopefully I'll be good to go for the next story thing. Or I could actually do, like, all of the rooms flat out. And then not have anything to worry about after whatever comes from that spot.
Like it! Darkness! Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on. There we go. Hold up.
Like it! Take this! Yeah! Like it! Darkness! Yeah! Yeah!
Why does it seem like it gets more hits sometimes than others? I'm pretty sure I press Y consistently every time I use that. Oh, phooey.
Darkness!
All right. Dagnabbit.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Darkness! Yeah! Yeah!
Well, shoot.
Yeah!
Definitely didn't mean for that to happen.
Your Majesty! Come on!
BRB, saw someone was live I want to speak to. Okay, I mean, no big deal. I'm not expecting any other major events to happen.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Darkness! Your Majesty!
Oh yeah, here we go. Inverse surge. So good compared to the Holy
Your
Burst.
Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
Boing. Jeez, didn't expect it to move that soon.
Take this! Like it! Take this!
that's not a very high value inverse burst. That would be much better.
Time's up. Your Majesty! Time's up.
I think I'm about due for another HP boost.
Like it! Take this! Yeah! Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Sometimes it seems like if there's just a bit too much distance between Riku and the target, that the next stab of Dark Break will not hit. Okay, don't necessarily want the stream to go on, like, all night, though. Okay. Tell you what. Let's do a meeting ground, maybe? Or strong initiative. Strong initiative. Why not? Okay. Well, shoot. Strong initiative doesn't help me if I don't get the initiative.
Take this! Like it! Darkness!
What the? How did that miss? It was right there in front of me. Didn't even realize there was still one of those in here. Alright, there we go. Strong initiative.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Darkness!
That might be the first time I've actually been damaged by one of those little, like, trumpet dudes. I forget what exactly they're called, but you know what I mean.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this!
And Owl is back. Welcome back. Still fighting, yep. I'm, you know, intentionally not really avoiding very many battles in each of these rooms.
Like it.
You know, do a little more battling outside of recording portions. So then I don't have to... So then I'm not obligated to do as much during recordings, I guess.
Take this.
Really? Probably should have just stacked the cards from the beginning. In fact, because of the kind of room that I'm in, I might even go slightly out of my way to do some extra battles. Well, the kind of room I'm in doesn't help much if I don't get that,
Take this.
you know, initiative hit while I'm on the map screen. Oh well.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Another one.
Time's up.
So the projectiles coming from Riku and Mickey seem to actually be different from each other. And I wonder if it's only Riku's that caused the confusion.
Like it. Yeah. Take this. Like it.
That would be more like a tool of darkness if you ask me.
Darkness.
And that might actually be all the battles in this room. Nope. Not quite.
Yeah. Take this.
Okay, that was quick. I only got like another less than 300 experience points to level up at another time. Don't know if I'll be able to get all that in this room.
Take this. Like it.
But that definitely leaves me wanting to see what I can get. Ah, there we go, level up. Sweet.
Like it.
Of course, I still have at least part of another room to go through. Although the next one's just before the door that I want to get to. You know, for the story stuff. So... maybe I'll just make that one a save point.
Take this.
Well, phooey. So yeah, maybe I'll just kind of make the next room a save point and leave it off at that for the night. Maybe, kind of, sort of. Because if I end the stream earlier, that means I have a little more time to maybe also record the, you know, intro and outro portions for the eventual edited down YouTube videos. I was gonna say, somehow I get a feeling I was not this level, like... like, I'm not sure I was... sorry. I'm thinking maybe I was a higher level with Sora, by this point with him, that would have basically been like the 10th floor. I don't know. It's close enough that it's debatable, but anyway. Alright. So yeah, you know what? I am kind of thinking I might wrap it up for the night. So, hope you all enjoyed. If I don't end up finishing Chain of Memories next, like a week from today, I might push the end of it to that Saturday's stream, because I can almost guarantee you I'll be really close. And plus I have a little bit more of a backlog with the Bible study videos than I do with this series, because of doing one every day during my birthday week, basically. So would not be a bad thing to do an extra video or two of this in a given week. But anyway, just a little thought about what might be coming up in the future. So, anyway, any thoughts on raid destinations? Because if not, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out who I would raid. Okay. Don't like to raid the same person twice. Oh, would it? Oh, you're wanting to raid Jade. Yeah. Generally, I prefer not to raid the same person twice in a row. How about someone who's currently playing Bravely Second, another RPG style game? I don't know if I've rated him much, if at all. Alright, and I mean, you don't have to stick around there for long if you're not feeling the vibe afterwards. Anywho, okay, so that'll be it for me. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another live stream. It could be a Tuesday or a Saturday, either way. Whatever ends up being the case. Until next time, stay cool, everybody.
Ask if investigating it to me.